Google is being fined by Russia for $2.5 decillion, which is a number with 36 zeros at the end of it. So in this video, we're going to look at how insane of a number this is. Like, this is more money than there is drops of water on the entire earth. And then we're also going to look into why Russia is even fining Google in the first place. So Google was sued for $2.5 decillion, which is a number I've never even heard before until today. You can even see the number of zeros just completely falls away. And who were they sued by? Russia. So before we go into why, you have to understand how crazy of a number this actually is. So just for a nice visual representation, you might recognize some of these numbers: 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 1 billion, maybe 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion, all the way down here, Decillion, with 33 zeros. That is a number I've never heard before. There's never been a transaction in history that has ever exceeded $12 decillion. Like, ever. It's just not possible. So Google is being fined that amount of money by Russia. And just to put in perspective, the global GDP in 2022 was over 100 trillion US dollars. So trillion is right here. Decillion, you go way, way down. And again, this is all exponential, so it's even crazier. So why were they fined by Russia? So this all started back in 2020 when Russia invaded Ukraine and started the war there. Google had no choice but to basically pull out of the country. I don't even think they operate there anymore. I'm not too sure about that. But it looked like YouTube started to block Russian channels. It says online ads have not been served to Google users in Russia since March 2022. Google restricted the creation of new accounts for Russian users last month and deactivated AdSense accounts in the country in August, so they're just slowly disabling Google services in Russia. There's a bunch of sanctions against Russia, and so that's why they're doing it. It's not a good look to operate in Russia, and even just having YouTube as a video platform, you know, there could be a lot of misinformation posted, and so Google obviously has been getting fined by Russia because obviously they don't want Google to leave. They want them to operate. They're such an essential company in like any country. The fine, which is the equivalent of $20 billion trillion dollars, is a result of 4 years of accumulated fines, with the figure currently doubling every week under Russian law. So for 4 years, Google hasn't paid their fines because they obviously don't agree with them. So it's just kept doubling and doubling, and now it's 12 decillion. So going back to that number, how much money is the entire Earth worth? The Earth, the whole planet. How much is our planet worth? This is what Google says. The Earth costs around $5 quadrillion. And quadrillion is, of course, a crap ton of money. Again, going here, quadrillion is just after trillion, so there it is. Which, you know, I feel like is a bit more than that. I think it's worth a bit more than that. There's not even $12 decillion in the entire world. So if the GDP is in there, if the Earth isn't even worth that much, how is Google ever going to pay that, right? How many stars are in the universe? 200 billion trillion stars. That's it, 200 billion trillion stars. But Google has to pay 12 billion trillion dollars. Like, what the heck? I want you to look at this number here. How many drops of water are in the ocean? So this is what the AI says, this ridiculously long number. And if we put it into words, it's 26 septillion on the entire Earth. So like the ocean, the clouds, everything, even in your bodies, even inside like animals, just everywhere. 26 septillion. And let's look on this graph here. Septillion is here, 27 zeros. Decillion is 36 zeros. So Google is being fined by Russia for more dollars than there are drops of water on the entire globe. What? Now, I don't think they'll ever pay this. They obviously haven't paid the other fines. I don't think anyone ever would take this seriously. They would just laugh at Russia. I don't even think Russia was taking this seriously. There's no way it's actually possible to pay that. There's just no way at all. So kind of funny. You can check out this video. Fly on.